prefers like the early game style junglers, where it's like a lot of fights, make things kind of snowball out of control really, really fast. While like heroes like Yishin Shinden as well, some are the kinds where it's like I want to scale, but I want to like exponentially scale.
Cushion.
Gushin would be interesting.
No, Amon.
What can he not play? He put out a Zilong in the China
Well, that's
show
because
match.
that's because his ult has CC immunity. In that
mean,
That's true. Look. His man, stop it.
He beat Fabian with in the M6 mewing competition.
He did. He was showing off his jawline. He's got a
Nobody
new
beats
hair. He's feeling good. You know the song Sigma Boy? That is his theme song.
He's been getting super friends into bulking. He's like, it's
Really?
Oh, actually.
No, because I asked him about like, how do you become so jacked? Like, what's your routine? He's like, no, just eat more, like super friends.
Super Friends is like, I don't know where it's going. I keep eating and it's just going somewhere.
Yeah. They use a lot of brain power when you play in a competitive esports match. So I don't blame them. They're not like bulking up.
Didn't
But it is a big game.
Wasn't the documentary like of M6 that everyone is like serious doing prep and they were just they were just playing like basketball,
Doing TikTok.
they're doing TikTok.
No, hey man, it's all about the mind. Because Kaora once said, like, what is your weakness? It's all about the missing your family. If they miss your family, the morale drops. So just play.
If your mind is in the right
play
place,
other
right?
stuff. Yeah.
Gotta make sure. But coming into the draft so far, I mean, I want to say it's gonna be normal, but Onic PH are gonna start off the Granger with See You Soon taking the Suyo. It
Harith is open.
That's the thing. It might just be like a bit of a repeat of game number 1, but I'd like to see how See You Soon adjusts.
This is the definition of just too many things to worry about, so you just have to let some go, right? Like, you can't let Fanny, Loi, nor Juicin go, so they're gonna respond with the jaw hit, which is sort of a surefire way to get to your target, be it King Kong Granger or Kaora Granger. But then you have the Cho is now open.
Not only that, you also have the Matilda.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that too. Alpha.
Because it kind of ruins what Jawhead wants to do. You could just identify where Jawhead is. You've got a built-in reconnaissance tool in the spirits.
He uses ult, you just pull him away.
Yeah, you got it in and out.
Or even better, right? You go Tigreal.
A lot of teams are sleeping on the Matilda. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think teams understand what Matilda wants to do, but they also want pressure. They need somebody who actually helps out the mid lane and clearing out, especially if they're slow scaling mid laners, right?
Ooh, getting serious now.
Yeah.
That's a very, very smart move. Deny the Tigreal pick to get that Joy and easy time in the jungle. And this is King Kong's Joy, the skin of Onic Philippines.
Yeah,
That's what they chose, right?
Exactly. And not many teams are willing to go Tigreal first tree, right? Like
Yes.
It feels like it's a big risk. I mean, you're still looking at something like a Valentina, which used to be a classic response, but has fallen out of favor in recent times. But still, like a first tree Tigreal, it really is a big investment.
I mean, yes, it's a big investment, but keep in mind that See You Soon did go for the Jawhead, right? And I think that's like, if you expect Jawhead to go to the EXP, I mean, okay, sure, it could be a flex, but most likely it finds the most amount of impact when it's going into the roam. So locking in the Harith as expected, before we get to that second phase so it doesn't get banned out, I think that Onic PH right now have a really good 3 going for them. I think that See You Soon right now, it's the question is going to be how do we play around the mid lane and what mid lane can we force out of Onic PH?
To your point, though, I don't think mid lane is the main problem. Because Loi's out, I was going to say the EXP is a little bit more of a threat.
I agree.
Because Kirk is always going to be coming in. You're not only playing a rotating 3, you're playing against a rotating 4. Because that's what Kirk is kind of doing with your entire synergy.
Well, I mean, sure, but I think that the EXP at this point in time, like, even if you do focus really, really hard on a winning matchup, Kirk still will devolve back into playing Edith. And Edith doesn't have bad matchups. She's just kind of a sandbag to be a sandbag, right?
That's right.
So that's why it's simpler for See You Soon to play around the mid trio and then lean in towards that Harith, who already has a bit of a tough time against the Granger.
What if See You Soon 4th picks that mid laner, and then it enables like a glue pick for Kirk?
Enables a glue pick.
Because right now there really isn't a way to deal with the glue, right? I know this one is definitely a bit deeper than usual. We don't really reach that point, but it feels like a possibility for Onic PH.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see it. Let's see it here. If Onic PH decides to get rid of the Farmers, then maybe there's an opportunity. But I mean, they've already gotten rid of the Vixana as well. So let's see how this plays out, right? Because again, very heavy EXP, heavy on the EXP side. It feels like they want to get the Lucas down first and then let Onic PH choose their mid lane.
Yeah, this is what I'm feeling as well, because you take out the Badang, you take out the Phobias, you take out basically all the counters for that Lucas. There's no way. There might be a Valentina coming in from Onic PH if See You Soon picks up that Lucas, so it's a direct counter to that as well. The CC is still open, so Lucas is really a non-factor for Onic PH. So See You Soon might be able to pick up a mid laner at this point. I think the best course of action is maybe a Marsa or Aurora. Yeah.
To protect lives.
They get rid of High Loss instead. Okay, I mean, I guess High Loss is pretty annoying again. High Loss is pretty annoying for Granger. Let's see what the play is going to be for the side of See You Soon, right? Either they pick their mid laner now or show or lock in the Lucas, because I don't see them wanting to play anything else. I mean, they could go for like Glue, but then you still have the farm is insta lock in for the side of Onic PH, so that's
to be safe, you can go for the Khalid.
I mean, sure, I suppose.
Just lock down that backside, try to disrupt the implosion coming in from Onic PH.
But there's no guarantee to hit anything.
Yeah, so Sicilian is the hero of choice.
Okay, I'm okay with Sicilian. At least there's a guaranteed scaling factor for the side of See You Soon. Pretty independent on the push as well, depending on what we see from Onic PH.
Also a deny for the side of Onic PH because it synergizes very well with the Tigreal. Implosion into the Sanguine Claws. Onic PH, I don't know. I'm feeling a Aurora right here. They really want to go heavy team fight.
I feel like we're seeing something from the previous series between Team Falcons and Onic Esports, right? Where you have a majority magic damage based lineup. In this case, it's See You Soon. That doesn't really have consistent damage, right? Like Suyo isn't really that person that basic attacks often enough. So at one point, we might see that Athena into a Twilight that makes the front line of Onic PH a bit too durable. I've talked about the glue, because I was thinking if See You Soon reveals that mid laner that isn't a Faramis, that glue becomes a big problem for them, and we are seeing it right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a bit of a bummer, I'm not going to lie. That's why I was thinking, just you might as well just lock at the Lucas at this point, because you've already like banned out dive for it, and then even if they go Valentina, it's like, what are you gonna do about it? Maybe draw ahead, punish it later down the line.
Yeah, it's like two immovable objects in the lane-to-lane matchup. You could definitely go for the Lucas right here, but then again,
don't you get eaten alive by the glue?
You do, but everybody gets eaten alive by glue, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's no good options, right?
There's no good options. There really isn't. There's not much you can really do about it, so you're just gonna have to make do with what you got.
Well, Gata is kind of the safest option for See You Soon if you want to play in the late game, because then you got a Harith and a Sicilian, but then one Athena shield, See You Soon has to hit even harder to break any, to cause any dents into Onic PH.
Well, I think this one is okay, because now it's like, okay, glue is already pretty unplayable to play against, so it's just clear waves fast. If we see implosion, we're just gonna ult on top of it.
Well, Onic Philippines have already set a record. Let's see if they can break it, or at least See You Soon can break that streak. It's game 2, baby. Let's go.
All right, let's jump right into the land of Dawn once again for game number 2. Currently match point for Onic PH if you're just tuning in. The World Champions making the new lineup of See You Soon extremely, extremely difficult to find any advantages in game number 1. But coming into game number 2, Onic PH on the blue side will face off against See You Soon on the red side once again.
It's been a while since we saw the Novaria getting picked up in the mid side. And I'm thinking, okay, Novaria and the Tigreal might be a very good option right here. Look at where Tigreal is, look at where Brusco is, kind of the offside of the map, just opening up, giving intelligence to the rest of the team, and giving a lot of pressure onto Ryzen.
Also, there's going to be some natural synergies, right? Especially when you increase the size of the hitboxes. Ranger loves
gonna hit
that.
you from far away.
Whoa, Brusco! Oh, Brusco! Getting first blooded this early on. That's what you want to see coming in from See You Soon with the Jawhead.
Went in a little bit too deep, but Kirk and the Spot of Bother are forced to use that figure out way. Sanguine Claw straps it in. Brands will take down another one. It's 2-0 for See You Soon. This is a very good start for the team that every one of us saw down below us.
Yep, See You Soon. Again, I think they're more comfortable with this. They're like, okay, fine, the heroes we've dealt with before, not a death ball strategy, and especially since they have access to that Jawhead, they can make these cheeky plays, especially seeping through the cracks.
Ooh, King Kong actually read that throw. Rantizi was a little bit, a pixel away, a frame away from throwing her off, but in the middle of that game, Onic PH already ramping up their aggression once more. It will not unfaze them. It's Brusco continuing to ramp up that pressure into the jungles of See You Soon.
Yeah, they want to control this top side, right? They want to make sure that Harith is going to have a totally fine time. They know that Harith is going to take a little bit of harassment, but if he plays the lane well and keeps himself healthy, especially when neutral objectives spawn, then See You Soon can actively make plays across the rest of the map. This is what we're looking for, right? Brandeezy hovering around, wants to catch somebody off guard.
Yeah, does look like See You Soon is slightly ahead of Onic PH. This turtle, if Onic PH wants to be able to contest with this one, will be a little bit tough. But the throw back onto Brusco, tries to go into the split, try to get enough time for See You Soon, but the rhythm of Troy coming in from King Kong, playing his song and taking everyone down with him. Luffy getting caught up by Brusco, by Kirk. Will not be able to take him down. There's not enough damage to take down this large animal.
Yeah, there's nothing much he can do. It's just a matter of time. Luffy is just buying as much time as he possibly can. This King Kong will start on his way to take down that turtle. An instant invade here coming in from Onic's side.
The aggression coming in from Onic, that is a very signature play from him. Brusco a little bit too deep underneath that turret. We'll take that L, but Onic PH still up ahead in terms of that gold lead and that kill from that turtle dance.
Well, as they continue to move forward here, See You Soon, they don't lose too much off of this, right? It's 3 minutes into the game. It's not that big of a deal. The only difference being that King Kong does have that level lead over Ryzen on the Suyo. Yes, it's a little bad, but it doesn't mean that Ryzen won't be able to play the game. He does have very cost-efficient items, something which King Kong doesn't have access to.
Yeah, I got a question to throw over to you. Super Friends, in the midst of all of this fight, what is his role? What is the value that the Novaria brings into a lot of these team fights?
Well, he opens up the map because, again, we saw what happened to Brusco early on. If he walks up a little too far without any reinforcements, that's when we see the initial punish coming in from Jawhead when they are laying down the trap. With the Astral Echoes, and not to forget, just the Meteors alone, being able to open up some key important bushes across the top side and even the bottom side near the mid lane, which is, again, where Super Friends can take full advantage of the Meteor, then we can eliminate the possibilities of where this Jawhead can be.
It's all about a vision game coming in. Brusco has eyes on him.
Yeah.
Rantizi getting locked down by Implosion. He's locked out, stunned up, knocked up, able to walk out alive. Not long before King Kong takes him down with the Rhythm of Joy. And Nomad pops down, and then the Zaman Force able to take Super Friends down. A little bit too close for comfort right there. 1-for-1 trade. Onic PH up ahead in terms of goal lead still.
Good stuff coming in from Nomad, right? He sacrifices one of his minions. He still will be able to find the Ballista minion at the end of the day, but also nets himself a kill on top of that. That's what you want to see, right? That bit of sacrifice to get major rewards.
It's a little bit more slow pace than I would like for Onic PH, but I think See You Soon is sort of adapted to Onic PH's playstyles. Instead of being reactive, they play a little bit more proactive in the way that Rantizi trying to seek out a little bit more of the open enemies that they can basically just pick off from their entire team. Now, Turtle getting that reset. No one's dancing around that turtle, but does look like Onic PH is in a better spot to contest for it.
Yeah, they're trying to take full control here, but I think that Onic PH also understand, hey, we can drag this game out. Our comp also scales decently well, but I think most importantly, it's about item power spikes. We're seeing that the first couple of items coming in for the side of Onic PH, Starlium Scythe coming out from King Kong, nowhere close. It's only 5 minutes into the game before he gets a Holy Crystal later down the line. Even Kelra, we don't see him actually going for the Sky Piercer just yet. He did complete the Hunter Strike, hasn't even purchased boots, finishes the Malefic Roar. He's trying to speed run getting his first 2 items as quickly as possible.
Yeah, something about this Killua skin that goes a little bit harder, dashes a little bit faster. But are starting things up, split by Kirk trying to find someone. We've got the Astral Echo opening up that hitbox. Won't be able to latch onto anyone. Brusco trying to find the right position. They're baiting everyone out into the turtle pit so they can get nice setup for the rest of the team.
Well, they're going in pretty deep here. The full team and Brandeezy jumping towards Kirk's side. Kirk flickers away, so that's totally fine with Brusco. He wants people to kind of stand a little closer together.
A missed flicker right there. A little bit more premature.
Oh!
Brusco getting an implosion up on one member. The rest of Onic PH trying to do as much damage as they can. Turtle still strong and healthy as Luffy staying a little bit too long into the deeps of the depths. As Ryzen trying his best to find a way to take it. King Kong snatches it right beneath the noses of Ryzen. There we go again, the prowess of Onic PH layering in all of the ultimates. They know how they want to play this. Akira pops that flicker out in the mid side as they lose their Team 1 turret.
Nicely played by King Kong. Again, great use of the droid.
Oh, dash in, so all committed, pushed out away from the rest of the team. There we go, Brands goes down again.
Great timing coming in from Super Prince, right? He found the frame which he could flicker away as the as the Unstoppable Force initially connected, but could not find the ejector immediately after. So great frame timing coming in from Super Prince. And at this point, the snowball is very evident for Onic PH.
We see that, the push in back onto Luffy's. Nothing to do but AOG out of the way to keep himself safe. That's a missed ultimate right there. But no major objective, so See You Soon is still standing strong, still standing tall, but Onic PH so powerful in maintaining and ramping up that momentum that they have from that early game.
Yeah. They want the T2, but again, there's still the defense.
Ooh, Brentisi a little bit too deep, tries to go for the ejector, but gets trapped by the implosion once again. Xavier Force dashing in and out of the way, but getting a lot of damage. The snipe down by Super Friends takes him out of the game. Luffy's in deep trouble right here, getting latched on. It's only a matter of time before he gets taken out as well.
Yeah, this is brutal. Brutal stuff coming in from Onic. Not only is it just directional denial, making sure that they're starving them out of a farm, they're going to be forcing early turrets as well. The See You Soon is forced all the way back to their inhibitor.
That's a lot of alley-oop coming in to snipe into the Rhapsody. Kelra takes up that kill. Split keeps Kirk alive. Does not matter. Novak coming too deep! He's a little bit too greedy right there!
Blasted, absolutely blasted.
AOG lands on the right spot though. Kelra gets finally taken down. The rest of the members will See You Soon. They're walking into their doom. It's a 2v3 at this point. Kirk does not have a lot of damage. Super Friends tries to take him down. The snipe misses, goes wide. Luffy's still alive, but not for long.
Yep.
See You Soon just slowly queuing up to get killed.
The artillery fire coming in from Onic PH is just too much to handle. And you can see that a lot of these engages are getting snuffed out by Kirk and as well as Brusco. They're playing a fine game. Oh, here we go.
The knock in, waiting for the ejector, won't be able to take out anyone. Madomet's in the midst of it all. He's dancing around, he's pouncing around with the Xamen Force. No damage. Everyone on Onic PH backs off. That is a really, really smart move. You're up ahead. You don't want to give too much in. The Lord is already up on the bottom side.
Boot difference. The tenacity is so good. It gives you that frame that you need to kind of space yourself out away from Brantisi after the Unstoppable Force to not give him the follow-up ejector. Even so, some key items are being built. Holy cow. 3K difference between the junglers here with the Holy Crystal already completed. We'll see whether or not Akira can catch up because 2 items had to be cost efficient. Gets the Wishing Lantern. This is gonna be rough here. 8K gold lead, 9 minutes into the game.
Oh, top side King Kong 1v1 to Rise and takes him down the rhythm. Getting thrown back. Oh, he misses the iframes. The frame dash remove.
Too good, too good. He's got the movement. He's got the movement.
King of the jungle
has not been able to land an effective ejector.
Man, now with Ryzen gone, this looks like an easy lord for Onic PH. See You Soon. They're sitting ducks, hungry now on their bases, but the rest of their turrets are getting destroyed, getting pillaged down.
We'll see whether or not their high ground is going to be a little bit better here. They should be able to high ground, right? They've got the Sicilian. They've got the Harith. They've got the Harith too. They should be able to sit underneath their turrets. The only people they have to worry about are the skill shots coming out from Kelra's Death Sonata, or maybe, you know, the Meteor coming in from Super Friends. One or the other. But let me look at Super Friends' item. How far is he into this? He does have Blood Wings. That's about it.
Oh! Thrown in, but a flicker into the explosion, traps out 3, getting pushed back. It's havoc. It's travesty for See You Soon. They want to go home right now. They want to send See You Soon back into their hotel. They've had it with this game.
They're blowing right through them, bulldozing through 4 down, and now inhibitors will start collapsing to our low. Kirk at half of it, 50% of his health. King Kong also at half, but this is going to be a clear sign of victory as they crack open the crystal for a clean 2-0.
What a play. Kurt gets thrown in. Brusco waiting for the right time, the right frame where they were trying to go for that glue, but just gets trapped instead. They just got baited. Husky, did you see what happened?
Just the complete demolition. I don't know what else to tell you, right? This is one of the few series where it is as clear as day that Onic Philippines was the dominant one. But I feel like if you are See You Soon, you understood what you're getting yourselves into. It's just the nature of the competition. No hard feelings. Don't feel too beat up. You are just outclassed. But